What's going on, Internet? It's your boy KJ. We're back at it again with my boy Pat. Welcome to episode 2
What's up, guys?
of Digital Dive-In, the proper gaming talk show.
Hopefully I sound better this time.
Hopefully. So we just got done watching the entire EA crossplay event, if you get what I did there, because they called it EA Play, but everything has crossplay. We just watched the whole event. Not a lot of big news, the standard sports titles.
There's one big title that everyone's taking away from this, but we'll get to that in a while.
Exactly. Nothing huge, but we're here to break it down. Our top 3 takeaways from the conference as a whole. Make sure you guys are like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll get the rest of the housekeeping towards the end of the episode. But right now, let's get right into it. Pat, what are your thoughts on the conference?
The conference as a whole was actually not bad. I mean, it wasn't as big as a PlayStation conference because, EA is just one developer. So, obviously, we knew it wasn't going to be like this huge thing. But, from what they showed us, it was good. It was really good. I thought it was solid. Like, I didn't really see anything in there that there's only like one part of the conference that I just almost completely forgot about. But that was about it. Other than that, the Command and Conquer.
Yeah, because nobody gives a darn about Command and Conquer.
There's a strong fan base there, but again, it's like a super niche fan base. Like there's a lot of people who like those type of games.
Entire fan base lives in their mom's basement because they think they could win wars when they can't even win an argument with a real person. But it's fun.
I don't know. I've never been a huge strategy game guy. So
right, like I play video games not to think, but to just aimlessly do a task.
Exactly.
It's therapeutic. Why do I want to learn how to overthrow some sort of government when I can just go on Apex and hate myself for 2 hours? There's just so many. There's so many better ways of my time.
Yeah. Although playing off of what you said about playing games not to think too much, there's one game that they showed us. And they showed finally gameplay for it that basically contradicts everything you just said.
Go ahead. Get your number one. Just go ahead. Start us off.
Yeah, my number one is 100% Star Wars Squadrons. Going into this conference, I didn't think I was going to like it. I'm going to be honest. I shit on it online constantly since I heard about it. But after I saw the developer talking about it and his passion behind it and everything that's going to be included in the game, I'm actually kind of hyped for it now, especially with the lower price tag and the fact that it's coming out in October. That's kind of dope.
Right. That $40 point is kind of huge.
That's real big.
They're going to try to treat Star Wars like sports titles and give you one per year. Don't you think that's a little bit of – no, that's what they said. And don't you think,
really?
Yeah. Don't you think it's a little bit of overkill? Like we saw what happened with Star Wars movies once a year.
Well, that's what happened with Assassin's Creed titles when they tried to do that once per year. And it just got old and stale and no one cared anymore.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to expect Star Wars fatigue not to continue? Rogue One was good, but it didn't do gangbusters.
No. Solo was actually my favorite out of the two.
But that's the one I was about to get to. And Solo made it made money, but it didn't make Star Wars money. It made,
Yeah, that's because everybody shit on the movie before they even watched it because it was like a movie that no one really needed. But personally, I loved it. I've seen it way too many times, an embarrassing amount of times.
Let me remind you right now where video games.
I know. Yeah,
video game related. Okay, I'm bringing it
up. But we are talking about Star Wars, so it works. But yeah, no. I don't think when they say that they're going to give Star Wars like once a year, I don't know. I don't think they're going to give it like huge games every year. I think it's going to be more or less they're going to be giving us smaller titles and then a big title every so often. We got the next Jedi Fallen Order game coming whenever.
That's what I was going to say. I actually think that's going to be next year's game.
I don't think it's going to be next year's.
I think if you take that Assassin's Creed model, you add a new mechanic or two, a new ability here or there, and you just remap a story, you can make a Fallen Order basically built off your old game engine, but the only difference is
you could.
The only difference there is if they're doing it from the ground up because of the next gen consoles, because of the PS5, Xbox Series X. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The fridge. We're just going to call it
the fridge. The Xbox fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
But and the PlayStation router.
You got a really nice apartment there. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's the next step is you get.
Oh, yeah.
You get a little mini, not mini, obviously, but a not full-fledged Star Wars experience, and then you get your Jedi Fallen Order, and then you'll get your Battlefront 3 at some point. I'm assuming.
I don't think they're. I think they're gonna ditch Battlefront after the fallback or the splashback, backlash. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yes, that is
English major. The backlash from Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that whole series. They may just leave it at 2. I kind of hope they leave it at 2. Right. And if they decide to do it another one, I hope they do it off the Battlefield model.
Right.
And make it like an actual war game, not just a comically Star Wars game.
Right. So,
but
to end our Star Wars talk, 1 to 10, what's your hype level?
Probably 8, just because I'm still kind of like on the edge about it. I'm impressed that they're doing a single player story. I'm really impressed that they're doing crossplay. Super impressed that they're doing complete VR support.
Okay, that's fair.
But it's still like 8.
That's fair. I guess my third biggest takeaway, I'm going to start from my least. You started off rip.
That's fair.
With my favorite. I'm a basic black adult male. Madden looks cool. Like, I got nothing else. I got nothing groundbreaking to say. It's their yearly NFL title, and I'm here for it. Can't wait to dole out money for Madden Ultimate Team packs and to get beat online by some 13-year-old who's hyped up Mountain Dew and Adderall.
Do you think most of these games are going to be released on next-gen consoles?
The whole footage they showed was next-gen.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, there was.
I actually stepped out for the EA Sports segment just because I don't care about sports games or racing games. So
I'm a basic African American male, and sign me the fuck up. There's my one. I messed up. I was really trying, man. I was really trying. So what's your second place or your second most excited?
Second.
By the way, since you didn't ask me, my hype level is a 6. Thanks, though.
Oh yeah, sorry. My bad. My second one is, I think this is gonna be your second one too, but Skate 4. That's like the biggest game they announced at this whole conference. And okay, come on, you gotta still love Skate though. The Skate games are legendary.
They're legendary, and I'm super happy for everyone who's getting their game. I'm super stoked for you.
That's fair. I've never been good at any of the Skate games. I've always been trash at them. But I love playing them for like hours on end because you can just mess with it.
So for quick comparison, so there's a spectrum, right? I just did my whole Madden spiel, and you're like, I walked out the room. I don't care.
That's fair.
You did this whole Skate thing. I was like, that's cool. I'm glad all the people who really like Skate are getting their game again. That's
like
yeah, Brown. You see what I'm saying?
But pretty much the entire gaming community has been wanting a new Skate game for the longest ass time. And Skate 4 is definitely the biggest game that they announced at this event. And I'm hella hyped for it. My hype level is a 10. The only reason it's still my second is because I love Star Wars more than anything in the world. So,
yeah, but how can you rank something a 10, but it's the third?
It's the second.
Yeah,
it basically almost tied because, again, I love everything Star Wars, no matter what. And the fact that Star Wars Squadrons is essentially a space fighter simulator is just insane. Also, Skate 4 didn't show us any gameplay or anything because they're just in the beginning segments of development. I'm super hyped, but we didn't see much. We didn't see anything.
But you still ranked it a 10. Anyway, my second is Rocket Arena. That game looks fun? Question mark?
Fun? No, it does. I'm not gonna lie. It does it looks really interesting. I'm surprised that arena games are coming back so hard.
It drops in a month, which I thought was super shocking, actually. I would assume that was something that would probably be like a holiday game. Now, they didn't announce a price point, but they did announce a what do they call it, a bomb pass or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
It has some stupid pun name. So regardless,
I'm looking to see if they have a price for it or not.
All right, so while you do that, I'm going to continue with my thing. So basically, I think it's probably going to be a free-to-play game, kind of like Apex. and you buy these battle packs to actually make your money back for the game. If you're expecting a full $60 price tag or even a $40 price tag, but you're still going to release battle packs, I think you're asking for a lot there. And from what this is sounding like, it's sounding like something that you can just download and just go at it. So you get the self-progression. But if you want all the other cosmetics and all the other, stupid things kids steal their parents' credit cards for, you can do that. So, like,
yeah.
I'm always here for a free shooter I can play with my homies, like with the squad or with you guys with the DDI crew. Like, I'm always here for it. So that's my second most anticipated thing, or I guess my second most hyped thing, and I'm gonna give that an 8. That game, it was fun. I like blowing stuff up with my friends. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rocket Arena.
From an article by PC Gamer like last month on May 16th, they did say Rocket Arena is a free to play 3v3 FPS where no one ever dies.
I'm here for all of it. Yeah. I'm here for all of it. New free game.
However, on EA.com, they do have it available for pre-order. So I think you can pre-order like a special edition of it where it gives you like certain shit when you first.
You can probably pre-order the Battle Pass.
Probably. That's probably it. So that'd be cool. Yeah, I like it. I like the concept. I really like that arena games are making a comeback. They're fun for a while.
They're fun in times like these, man. Like quarantine, I'm inside more. I'm playing more. I've beaten a lot more single player games. But like sometimes you just want to play a game with your homies. Like
you're right. You're right. I feel like online games have been making a huge surge in players during this whole pandemic thing. So
I'd have to assume just because, like you said, like everybody's at home and they're not doing anything. So, and it's free. That's the biggest thing. And thank you for telling me, because that just means I can get it and I don't have to get yelled at for spending money on video games. So let's do it. Let's go. So let's go with your third. Or is this your first? Your third?
This is my third. This is my least hype in my top 3, basically.
Right.
So yeah, my third one that I'm still hyped, but I'm kind of really on the edge about. Lost in Random. I'm a sucker for indie games, and this one had a super like Tim Burton.
It's not an indie game.
It's an EA original game.
That's not indie.
Well, it's basically their original because like Hazelight's technically indie. The guys who made Brothers Way Out, they're technically an indie studio.
That's not the same studio.
No, I know it's not, but still technically an indie game.
I guess. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's technically an indie studio because it's not like a huge studio.
Right.
It's just owned by EA. But anyways, now Lost in Random legit looks like a Tim Burton game. Really interesting concept. Gorgeous looking game. I just love the colors. It looks super dark, but like I don't know, glowy, I guess you could call it. It looks glowy, and plus the little dice dude looks cute. I don't know. It looks
Dicey.
adorable.
Its name is Dicey.
I'm gonna call him Dice Dude because that sounds better. But yeah, no, it just looks fun. Honestly, it looks like a cute little game that I'm gonna have a ton of fun with.
That's fair. So
I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, my height level for that is probably about a 6.
Good. You learned how the scale works now.
Shut up. Okay, let me rephrase that for Skate Forward. My anticipation level is a 10. My height level is probably about a 7 or 7.5.
Okay, I'll give you
because we haven't seen anything yet.
That sounds right. Yeah. That's how this should have worked. My number one, and I'm just gonna take this off real quick. Hey, no, coming to the Switch, motherfucker! I lied. That's my one. I took it back. I took my one back.
We don't get 2.
Nah, we only get 1. I broke my own rules. I just broke my own rules. Yeah, Apex coming to the Switch. With crossplay as well, which is again why we're gonna subtitle the video EA cross quote play.
Yeah,
so witty. Crossplay with Steam, PS4, Xbox, and now the Nintendo Switch, which means I can go see my in-laws and play Apex in my room
instead of talking to your in-laws.
It's not that I don't want to talk to them. There's the language barrier, you can only do so much.
That's fair.
But like if they're trying to beat my butt in dominoes, I'll take a few L's before I go play Apex. But that's besides the point. I think taking what's probably EA's most profitable, not sports game, and literally getting on every console you can is the best move. My
Oh
hype,
yeah,
my hype level is a 9. I love Apex. I
yeah.
love the fact that now I can literally play it anywhere. I have it in my hands. I have the power. I am He-Man, and I can play Apex everywhere. That's my number one. None of the new games besides, Rocket Arena really, it didn't,
Yeah, they didn't really grip you.
right, it didn't hit.
Well, again, EA is really a hit or miss when it comes to their games.
Right.
No, I mean, you really have to either love Star Wars, you really have to love co-op games to
Sports.
really get into, or sports to really get into the EA games.
Right.
Because EA has not had the best track record, especially after Battlefront 2. I really wish they would bring another Titanfall game. Like, God, actually, no, I don't wish that. I wish Respawn would leave EA because here's my one: fuck EA.
There's your one.
But no, I don't like EA as a company because all they care about is money.
Well, yeah, they're a company.
Yeah, but they're a big ass company. That's the thing. And even their EA original, like their EA indie studios,
right?
Like they exploit out the ass all the time at any chance they get.
Right.
So that's the reason I don't like EA. Respawn as a developer, I absolutely love. That's why I love Apex.
Right.
But EA is the one that came out with the whole loot boxes and bullshit like that. So, and EA is the one who ruined Anthem.
Yeah.
They ruined that game.
I continue to forget that they own BioWare.
Exactly. They own BioWare, and they ruined Anthem from being an amazing game.
Right.
But BioWare also kind of dropped the ball on it, too, because their dialogue for that game is trash.
Just a little bit. Well, yeah, all right. So I gave my hype level. Is there anything else you want to talk about the event today?
A lot of EA games are coming to Steam. Like
all of them.
Basically all of them. They're just doing so much about crossplay and so much about inclusion of other platforms, and that's kind of cool. I dig it.
That's the future of gaming, especially with this cloud-based stuff that's happening, and with Steam being one of the biggest platforms for gaming that has kind of been ignored by big developers. It's just really good to see EA putting their titles on there so everybody can play because that's the biggest thing.
I guess the next stop for EA is the Epic Store, unless they already have shit on the Epic Store. I'm not really sure.
I couldn't tell you, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I don't know. I don't own a gaming PC, so I'm really ignorant in all things Steam and Epic Store and everything like that. So, unfortunately. I mean, I want to get one, but that's
you do what you do. You do what you can. I get you. Fun question I'm gonna throw you on the spot for. So, if you could have EA or any company they own remake a game, what game? Or make a new game, what game is it? So, like you said, like you'd rather have Titanfall do you have Respawn do Titanfall 3. What else? You got anything else in mind that you want?
So I really loved the original trilogy of Mass Effect, and I know they're remastering Mass Effect.
That's not official yet.
Well, it's assumed. And Mass Effect Andromeda was trash. Like, it was the worst game they ever could come out with besides Anthem.
That's garbage.
It is so bad. But I would love for them to really, really, really try to bring back Mass Effect or a game like Mass Effect. Because I like the space drama that was Mass Effect. It was like Star Trek meets Star Wars meets Doctor Who almost in terms of like grand scale of shit.
I thought it
was really good.
I thought you were going to say Stargate just because you kept saying the word star so much.
I mean, Stargate kind of, but Stargate's kind of different.
It has nothing to do with Stargate. Stargate, you just went through portals and shit. No, you're
exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's totally different.
If I could have EA Sports EA give me a game series back. Bring back NFL Street or NBA Street. Either one works. I don't care. You're a freaking nerd.
Bring back NFL Blitz.
That was Midway, but it's okay. You tried.
No, NFL Blitz on the freaking N64, bro.
Yeah, it's Midway.
It's not
Look it up right now. I'll bet you $2. I will Facebook you, pay you $2.
It probably is. Oh, you're talking about the developer, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is.
What?
It's probably, yeah, it is.
I know it's
But
Midway.
still!
I knew it was Midway.
But either way, like, I mean, Midway's not even around anymore, are they?
No, but that license, they already have the NFL license. They're not doing anything with it.
Buy the license and go on. I want to throw people down the goddamn field. All right? I want to drag and throw them into the end zone.
God give me strength. Anyway, guys, what's the game that made you the most hype? What are you looking forward to? Any other comments, questions, or concerns you guys have about today's event or any other gaming questions, please feel free to leave at the bottom of the like section. Excuse me, the comment section. It's been a while. I am tired. Thank you for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe. You can find us on the platforms below: Tumblr, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. That's the other one that matters.
Twitter, yeah. I actually haven't messed with Twitter yet, so I have to update that shit.
Yeah, update that Twitter, brother. Anyways, guys, my name is KJ.
Also, guys,
go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to throw out the invite to play with us on any platform of your choosing, since everything's going crossplay nowadays. Both of our PlayStation tags are in the description below, so hit us up if you ever want to play with us.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, cool. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm KJ. That's Pat, and please remember, Black Lives Matter.
Have a good day, guys.